welcome back. I apologise for there's been quite a few days between the creating of this. I am definitely right. I have got the proof that that was 300 tonnes of silage, not 200. So I am definitely going to be like putting a multi-fruit bind, even if it's at the shop, to get that 100 tonnes back, or even put it back and replace it as just a bit of a game mechanic sort of glitch. I'm just going to send this down to the bottom, back to where it should be on camera. Right. Yeah, and I'm also debating what I was talking about the multi sort of production factory that Kevin very kindly sort of told us about. Its production costs are quite expensive. That's right. No, I have since moved that one only because of the seed thing. Seed thing's just stupendous, and that could run away. But there are lots of ones that are similar. There are, and I have got one that I had a look at yesterday. But it still credit to Kevin, because I wouldn't have actually thought of this unless it was Kevin's comments. It's almost identical to the multifruit without that 1800 times thing that makes that a little bit sort of cheeky, a little bit too cheeky. So yeah, the production costs for all of these are quite expensive, as in deliberately so, because the process costs a lot to do. So you've always got to consider that even though it could run away with yourself, it's still going to cost you hundreds of thousands to produce the thing that's going to make you hundreds of thousands. So that is quite a limiter on all of these. So I think that's quite... Yeah, I was the first time when I was showing this, I was heavily shocked at the hundreds of thousands cost for doing it. But I suppose when you consider you're going to make hundreds of thousands, it is a way of limiting in a good way, how good it is, so that it's believable and it doesn't run away with you, as I was saying. So I think actually that has already been thought of. Now the other ones I showed the other day, the fertiliser production pack, there is somewhere down this end. Yeah, the pack also does the same thing. I've also got the we've not got that biogas plant on this, so it's no point in talking about that. I should save that for another Let's Play where we have got our normal one. But yeah, I'm enjoying the fact that we've got... Now the production revamp also does it, but I think it's one of the last... seed and fertiliser production mod. Only 30,000 as well, but does something very similar. Now I'm sure it's this one. Now then, where do we stick this? Do we stick this here? We did say we were going to, didn't we? So, no, I'm not sure where I need the... I'm losing my touch again, I'm forgetting. Yeah, I need to switch the interactive zone markers on whilst we do this. Definitely. And then we'll try again. I think being as if its shape is... Oh, seriously, it's so... Oh, no, it wasn't that far. It's only got the production menu at the back. It needs to dump there, and you need to get out there. So it would be an ideal corner slot one like that, really. And I can go in the production menu inside, or just leave myself a little bit of room at the back. That would do. Yeah. Fantastic. So thank you, Kevin. It isn't exactly what you said, but it is sort of that. Yeah, it's almost identical, but it hasn't got the... This one's almost like almost all of those ones where it's like for like amount. Yeah, and also you can do more different types as well, which I thought that was quite interesting. That is true. We've actually got some of that on hand. Yeah, and you've also got to buy liquid fertiliser as well to make it happen, which is going to also mean that that's quite expensive to do unless we made our own liquid fertiliser. Solid fertiliser again, 100 for 100. It isn't. It's yeah, and also needs water as well. Another thing that's going to need water. So, ooh. Yeah, let's switch that. Oh, that's true. Will it cost me... I'm going to switch this on as we need it, because as we've seen, the costs are somewhat expensive. I'm not sure if it will charge me for it running Right, we also need to do a water run to it as well, definitely. So let's go grab that first, because I'm intrigued on finding out how this happens. Yeah, or what happens. Ah, we also need to send you back down the bottom, although that's not terribly important. We don't really... Yeah, for how effective that was, I could leave it up here. I also need to move that. That is annoying me. Yeah, so we've done our little field. We've placed that, which we've been on about for absolutely ages. Now, obviously, it's going to take a lot of effort to... Now, did I dolly this? Yes, I did. I thought I had. Yeah. Right, water again. I think I filled it, did I not? Or did I? No, I did. This is true. Right, aha. Now then, can I get this in? Oh, wow. I didn't expect this to struggle with this. That is a lot of weight. Yeah, now that's to grab out. So can we get this in this little bit without reversing? That is the question. Our portholes are open, so we shouldn't have any problems. Ah, it always helps if you've actually got it selected. Right, so we shall leave that doing that, and we shall come and a couple of times stick quite a bit in there. So I'm not sure how much we need to do for the process. I wouldn't have thought it was much more than a couple of 100 tons. Oh, okay. It's obviously a very little amount, because we put 2 tons in there. Yeah, oh, and one thing I have got to correct, and I will also do it on the... I was calling the mod that's the Upgrade Factories mod. I was because I misunderstood, and again, it is totally me, totally my fault. I thought it was only a 15% increase. Actually, it's not. It is exponential. So if it was like, it would double the output and then give you a 15%. So it is actually super duper. It really is worth doing that. I was going to take it off last night. I thought, let's give it a chance, because I know what I'm like. I thought, let's just make sure that I've got the right end of the stick, and that I'm not... It's only trouble with being a content creator, even though I'm a little channel. You do run the risk of poisoning people against something if you tell something incorrect, and I've always known that. But yeah, and a few times with mods I did learn my lesson, I think, with a forestry, because I did flap my lips, as I sort of say, and then now then, let's straighten up. Yeah, Kevin kindly reminded me about the axle lock mod, and it is true. But I am trying my best to get a little bit better with doing this, he says, as he totally loses the axle. Yeah, it is. That is exactly... Oh, no, we definitely need... Oh, let's start filling while we're doing this, faffing around. But yeah, it's more about practice really with this, is what I'm trying to do. I've been making slight improvements, and with any sort of thing where you do make improvements, you've got to carry on with it really, or you're never going to sort of go the rest of the way to getting better. But I would normally time lapse this. He says, oh, I'm going so much better, honest. It's a long way back. Right, I'll take that. It worked most of the time. It really did. Right, we'll let that go in as well. Now, have we got that switched on? And also, is this working? Ah. Now, is this where it's gone wrong? Yeah, no, I've highlighted this on the whole Batteron Let's Play. That if you place this first, or the space will then register when a mod is placed as having that, but perhaps that is actually... Let's have a look, because that's saying it hasn't got any oat drink. I wonder if that was the problem with Stone Valley. Let's have a quick look at that. Has it got anything in storage and we haven't... Is it full, or is it just lying? it is absolutely lying. So it is absolutely... Okay, well, we will try something then to see if the storage is in there, whether it does something funny about it as well. Right, we'll start filling. We'll go and do that with another tractor, because it does take, well, it doesn't take a while to fill, but it certainly does to empty. Right, this Unimog I am thoroughly enjoying. That needs to go down the bottom though, it really does. So we shall send that back down the bottom. Definitely. Yeah, we'll send one thing at a time. I'm hoping that our worker completed their work and they're not robbing us blind by sitting in a lay-by and charging us, as does frequently happen with this game. Let's try this. We shall have a quick look on the map to make sure that our previous worker is actually working. Oh, you see what I mean? Sitting by the gate. Do you know, amazing. I've never had that happen before. Right. I did try the no teleport mod as well. Do you know? It'd be nice to get a worker that doesn't try to rob us all of the time. Either get them sitting lay-bys or, yeah. I did think I'd not seen the has completed their task malarkey. Yeah, I tried the no teleport mod, but it was a little too limiting in so much as I don't mind doing just map teleports only, and I'm only showing that because at the minute obviously this is just us emphasising that fact. Right, can we... perhaps it's... no, it's not full. Right, okay, we'll leave that. That's going to be quite a bit. I think that's 3 loads we've done over the last 2 or 3 sessions, so that should have quite a bit of water for quite a while. Right, so we'll do tests, won't we? Let's get this done. I love this tractor. It is amazing. It really is. Right, that also needs to go down the bottom, but I think what we're going to do is... or do we buy another one? Because it is sometimes a bit of a... even though I know I bought that one, the Amazon, it really is... yeah, it does work out funny. The other thing is you can't eject the stuff out of it. So I think actually we will have this one for liming up this end, which is a shame really, because the Amazon was, storage-wise, very thing. I don't think I'd have it ever again because of its limitations with using Courseplay a lot, and also the limitation that you can't eject out of it, which I didn't even try putting it down and there's no option for it, so I realised, yeah, you've been had. This one doesn't do what you need it to do. We've got that little bit of woods to take down to the sawmill, but again, that's, yeah, whenever. Animals is my next thing. So, right, we need to be grabbing some digestates and, yeah, bringing some of that up and sticking it in this. If we're trying that instead of our normal selling it, we don't need to place a slurry yard for the first time in history. So let's try this. Let's try removing all of the oats. In fact, actually, being as we have this saving this, we could actually do that mod. Well, yeah, that's true. We're going to do the seeds bit. Well, no, we bought a load of seeds, so no. But there is also some seeds in the other oats over there, so we need to do that. Yeah, this is... in fact, it's actually 16 tonnes last ages in this, so... oh, we need to shift that out of the way now. Do we do one more? We'll come back to this in a little while. While we've got this here, that's what I'm thinking. I think we will. We'll do one more. And then we'll shift it out of the way. Then we'll put the oats in. We shall see if it's as out of space then. Because if it is, it's the fact that the silo storage is sharing to it and it can't. But I think it'll still work, but as long as it's in this proper building storage is what I'm trying to say. Do we speed time up? Because we've got absolutely nothing we can do at all apart from shift the... just quickly check on camera how all of our fields are. I love the fact that that's all loam, that little tiny bit of a field that we've got. That's amazing. Right, pH spot on. I did do the bottom field as well, didn't I? I did, and yeah, the orange is the normal colour for grass. Ooh, and that's nice. That's definitely spot on. So we've not forgotten anything. We haven't. Right, last one of those, and let's quickly, in fact, let's take the bear, which is its purpose, to be our little run around. Yeah. We're gonna have a quick look at the sheep just to make sure that everybody's happy over there. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to buy. Oh, I did think of this earlier. I think I should buy a farm all with a mower up this end. Not because I don't want to do what I was going to do with the profit cuts. It is cheap, what I'm suggesting, but it's not for that fact. I think because of how tight it is in that field, I think one mower. I'm just going to leave a one mower trundling. We'll try and sort the course out, because otherwise I think it could get silly with doing a proper with the forage harvester, as I was going to do. Even though we've got that forage harvester, I think it's still going to be driving me crazy. So wow. Okay, let's have a look how we're doing over here. Water, of course, we've talked. That's a point. I think we could really, on this, do the little water thing. I think that's more than adequate. I think we will do that. I wouldn't try and move this with it, but just to actually look or to overload what we've got, I don't mind doing that. Ooh, okay. Wow. That was different. Oh wow, that is doing well. Fantastic. Right, water, let's have a look how well you're doing. I'm sure I filled it as I left, but that's not the point. Yeah, just 750 litres out of 50 tonnes gone, so that's all fantastic. Hooray! BGA Work has completed their task. Excellent. We know that they're all good. Right, we are going to Betty buys, because I think we've done all that we need to do. Let's jump the hedge. Yeah, we've got the stones, I know that. Did I? Oh, I don't need to, that's right. It's one that doesn't need rolling again. Yeah, there's certain ones now that I've got that no need rolling, except for the ones that should be rolled, so it saves the effort of doing the additional work. So I think we will buy another AC8. Let's buy these things that I need whilst I actually remember. So we need another AC8. And that's going to be for down the... Oh, do we? Well, we've got this opportunity and a little bit of money. Do we buy the WMXL, my absolute favourite of all of those type of things? Because it is also big. It is. It's got the extra mass as well. With that front loader, it should be really fantastic. And let's do that. I think that's not a bad option. Yeah, a little bit... not pleased with that, really, if I'm honest. I don't think I'd ever have it again. Don't get me wrong, the pack's fantastic, but its limitations are way too... It's like the manure spreaders. I used to have that one on the old Stream Farm where you needed to do that. That's a good one if you're in a pinch. Really cheap and cheerful, but a fairly decent spread on it. Just it's not got a lot of storage space. Now I have obviously gone past this. Concentrate. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I like the colours, the starting colours, actually. We will indeed buy you. Oh, of course it was. Right. Actually, no, actually that is bad. But we have got we might do a trailer run on camera to prove that I am doing it. I'm not resetting everything. Because I do sometimes, I do admit that. Right, so we've got that. We did also say we wanted... That's right, we did. Yes, the farm all. Absolutely amazing. This is fast becoming a favourite of mine for mowing. Literally for a machine that you just say, right, that's my mower, and it just sits on it all of the time because it is so reasonable. It really is. I've gone for the four-wheeler, and I hope that is in. We will go for the top 80 horsepower though, and I do absolutely love the colours. No. Oh, this is the new one, isn't it? Oh, I do think that is absolutely amazing. I think we'll keep the rims, the normal red. That actually looks nice. 80 horsepower. Yes. And then what we have to do is we need a front thing, otherwise it wouldn't actually be very much used as a mower. Well, you could use one of the back mowers as well, but this works a treat. I still think, working out all elements, it works fantastic. The front lifter, which we will have as black, and then we want a mower set, which again, these are my old favourites. Again, they're nothing special, but they are so reasonable and also do a good job, and they're a 7-metre spread, so there's nothing not to like, really. It's a win-win-win. I do like the red ones, though, I must admit. Now I've got that new colour change mod on. That doesn't seem to be allowing me to do... Oh, I've got X customise. Ah, fantastic. Right, okay. Well, we will stick to red this time, but we will have a play with that. I might have a play with that off camera. Fantastic. I was just going to say that that didn't seem to be working, but as always, it's usually little old me not actually doing things. Oh, okay. So that looks very much like to me that some of that has worked and has... Oh, did I just... Oh, I reset it, didn't I? Wally. Okay, well, let's pop down the shop then, and let's pick up our farm all. This... Why? Oh, it's not because you're on precision farming. That's why it's not allowing you to... Right, let's get this little contraption going. I really do love the... Oh, that is a different colour, actually. Ah, I used to have the really darker one. Yeah, I discovered this on Silver Run, that you could actually do this. It says. Yeah, and it does work. It really does. Just, I mean, it looks a little bit odd, but it is not terrible. It's not like the invisible one that I have on Silver Run on the Little Zeta, which I just do think that's a little bit. Yeah, it's. And it does literally work spot on. So run this across. Is there anything else? Well, we can't do anything about that little lot. We've got loads in storage. I love the fact that it's the first time I've ever used the storage bins for products like fertiliser and lime. And I do think I'm right. I think what I'll do in the future is I'm going to do those sign lots. I've never done it, so I don't know where you go to do it. I think it must be I suppose we could have a look together. Actually, it would be nice for once not to, I don't mind doing an episode for once that's just informative and we're just doing things, picking up equipment. It makes a nice change. Yeah, so this is going to be the one that we use for that new field when it actually does. I'm trying to think, will we get another cut in for that? August, September, October, November? You can. I don't like doing it though, because then it stuffs up the year after. So we may well leave that till next year. We will, I think. I'm trying to think of animals though. We really need to get that up and going. Now that is one thing I will say. The digestate, how quickly the digestate produces in the one on the BGA on this map is a lot different to what I'm used to with the Disturbed Simulations one. That would have waded through that lot of digestate. It would. It is tremendous. And that's the small one, so yeah. Right, okay, well that is done. So we've got all of the bits of equipment that we need. We have got to send the trailer down the bottom. Let's get all these little jobs done. It is weird sometimes, these type of little jobs they are important, so let's on our way past use our head and fill that tanker. Yeah, because we need some in that other place, don't we? So, right, let's carry on with you, and then in a minute we shall set all of these little jobs going. We'll just send everything down the bottom, including the Anderson, down the bottom, stick the WMXL on the back of the trailer, and run it down the bottom, and then who shall we send? A telehandler. Yes, because it needs to be down there. It's not supposed to be up here, really. Right, so you are the mower in this field. That is your designated job. And I am well chuffed with that. Right, so then. Sally Ann. Oh, I suppose we could. Yeah. Lots of jobs at once. We could actually stick the wood on and drop that, because we can pretty much go past that. We can. It would be nice to get all these little jobs done, being as I'm on about all these little jobs. Right, so that's that there. Let's drop that off. Let's stick the wood on. Do that. That has got to be my absolute favourite trailer of all of like low loaders. It really is such a versatile trailer. Let's try and push that a little bit low. Did I get them all out of there? I think I did. Yeah. Did you like my lifting it over the hedge with the wheel loader? I thought that was quite apt, because you can't actually. This can't go through the gate. It's a little too small. I did try, but it's a foot gate, so yeah, I thought that was quite apt to be using that. Let's go through the hedge a little. Now then, can we squidge those back? Right. I was going to say that's about on the limit of this, I should say, because that was going to be quite some tonnage. Yeah, so that should be the last of our. Well, no, you can't ever say that. I'm not planning on doing logging, because we've done plenty of that on Silver Run, but I think we've about finished all of the logging on Silver Run, bar maybe like the odd little single tree that is in the way or something like that. So yes, had a good run on that, and I'm not a massive forest, as I said, because the game mechanics are not quite there for quite a bit of stuff. I've got to say this, the Platinum expansion does do well. Right, okay, now remember, actually you're best to go the other way. I'm not sure if this is going to like. Now we also need the WMXL. Now the Anderson we were talking about. Does it connect? Ooh. It won't let me. Must be something. Yeah, it wouldn't let me move my arm down. I think it's because there must be something on the trailer that has the same function, and it must, yeah, have the mastery. No, that's not the right word. It must come first in the order of importance, basically, because I could not move the arm on this. Right, let's send this down then to the sawmill-ish. And then we will, when it says the worker has completed their job, we will pop and we will finish this off. Do we do that? Yeah, we do. I've done all of those on camera, even if we don't do the chasing down ourselves. I've got the taxi mod, but it uses the normal worker AI, so it would take a long time to get somewhere. It's good. I can see, I think, why people have marked it down. Not because the mod itself is rubbish. It's because it's using the, which it would do. It's using the normal worker AI sort of thing. So if we set that to about there, that's not far off the gateway. Yeah, and I think that's not going to just sit there. We shall see. This is what does my head in really about the new thing, is the fact that, yeah, you're not at all. Right, okay. Oh, it does the... it's those. That's why. You can't do the straps. It's the straps that does it. Now that makes sense. Right, let's try and keep that very much left. I think it could have been that was overstretching, but I don't think it is. We shall see. Right, let's get past these. Try once more, and then we're going to give it a... Yeah, I'm just going to crack on, because it's... ridiculous when things that should take 2 minutes absolutely take forever. It's a travesty. Right, let's have a quick look and see if you can actually... You are not blocked by an object, even though you've dropped my log off. Do you know, right, that's it, we're done. enough of this faffing around. Right, I'm going to do this off camera, and I am going to do it myself, obviously, because I am not resetting and wasting logs. So I'm going to see you down there. I thought I'd investigate. I've always wondered if there was a back way into the, and this is probably the main way, but I just could never find out where the road led into the sawmill. So this is at the back. If I just quickly pull the map up so I can show you, yeah, right at the top. I always go to the one at the bottom, which then you have to go through the trees. So we shall see if I'm right and if this actually has a proper road or whether it is just a bit of a red herring, but it is just another way. But even so, I thought I'd bring the cameras in because I've never been this way and this is struggling. Because the log is dragging somewhat. It's a long way, right? Yeah, it is a long way, and I'm going to stop. We actually fell off this, which was a little bit exciting because I didn't realise it was there. But yes, I got a few scrapes and bruises on the equipment because of my. Right, let's see how much do we get? Not bad. Not bad for a little bit of extra wood when you consider it. Right, I am going to see you down at the bottom field. You know now is the lorry for the top. This is the top. Yeah, the top trailer. So we're going to run this back up properly. We are going to, ooh, he says, as if I can actually find it. Yeah, we're going to run that up to the top, hopefully with no thing. So we've got the WMXL back down here now, or down here. Got all the equipment down here, and I want to leave it that way. I don't want to keep them all low. Yeah, things happen, they do. It was a one-off, wasn't it? So I think do we get an extra cut? Is that first? I think it is first. It might be second, so we shall see whether we do one more cut on that. I think we will. Let's let this car by. Oh no, that was a mistake because there's still loads more. Right, let's set this going. Right. Yeah, I wanted to do this on camera, and then we're going to pop up to the top. Right, so set destination in the farmyard, in the middle-ish. And we will get out and let you do your business. Now, how much digestate have we got in here for doing this new business? 200 tons. So then let's have a quick look at that new production. I know we need to lug it up there. We will. That's what we're going to be doing in a minute. Going to do some runs of that off camera, so we need to be switching. Yeah, now the oat drink, we're going to do that in a minute. And solid fertiliser. We're going to have to buy manure for this first time. We're going to have to. Soon we're going to have our own, but yeah, I'll do this. I've said this before. Oh no, that's priority. Right, you need to be buying that one. We're going to go full. Yes, and water. We filled. No, that we did do. Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? I remember. I'd forgotten I'd done that. Talk about, yeah, the seeds. Not worried because we have actually bought some. So truthfully, that is on this particular Let's Play not. I mean, I know we could do it to make some money, I suppose, because it is quite a good money spinner to sell. But then that's really what the solid fertiliser is, what I'm doing really for that. So we want to activate that. And we want to, yeah, right, okay, now we've got to grab some. I need to grab the digestates and then bring it on. In a way, I do realise I've made a bit of a mistake with that, but it's because we said about the productions being up here. Really, it would have been made far more sense if we'd have stuck that. In fact, no, I was thinking about something on this. If you consider the fact that when we have something built in Farm Simulator, it is built instantly. It's a bit like anything. You could say, I'm not going to say, all we've put in there so far is the water. I'm not really that worried about us losing that. So we are going to be sensible on this and play this as the game mechanics as it actually is. Did I stick anything else in there? Just the water, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it makes far more sense for that to go down the bottom. It really does. Do we buy a second tanker? The little one, I think, will do all of the jobs that we need to do up here. So I think this is probably, if that is what we're going to do, is we'll go down the bottom with that. Right, now let's just try that with that test. Let's just see if this says out of space still. if you stick this in the proper building storage, if it does, then we're going to have to move the silo out of its range so that it no longer does that to it, which is a bit of a shame. Well, to be honest, I really don't mind that that doesn't do that. But I mean, that's selected. Oh, this is so super duper at steering that sometimes it's a little bit too... Right, let's see if that still says out of storage. Yeah, so I do apologise for the Upgrade Factories mod is fantastic. It's... Ooh, what? Oh, no, that's right. I keep forgetting. Oh, it's alright, the corner of my eye. So that's arrived, which was sent 5 minutes ago. Still says out of space. Have we got anything in this at present? Yeah, 360 tons of straw, and oh, it's registering the water as in here. Ah, okay. Right, we're gonna have to do something about that, but not with all that straw in there. We need to get that. Oh, of course, the straw's for making the tea. Oh, is it easier to move the little tiny? Because it's not got anything in it, has it? It has. You just put the you just put the oats in it. Oh, yeah, this is like Laurel and Hardy. This is right. Anyway, let's have a look on the map and see how our work is doing. No, because we've not sent him yet. Do you know? Yeah, it is like Laurel and Hardy. I agree totally. Right, let's send this down the bottom then, and then we're going to reconvene at the bottom. And we will take a look at... yeah, work has finished. They're not sitting in the lorry. Right, smashing. In fact, yeah, it's quicker this way. I shall reconvene with yourselves at the bottom of the map, and we shall have the seed fertiliser thing built, hopefully, in the BGA, if there is enough room. It's quite a nice spaced mod, that is, with it being a corner one, so we shall see. Yeah, because so far we've not been able to place anything at all in the BGA. It doesn't let us. So, and then I think, as I said, once we've done all these little jobs, it's sleep time. But these are actually just as important. The financial things and the productions that you make actually probably have a very... Yeah, and also I'm always going for the slurry yard. So it would be nice to do something a little bit different. So yeah, I'm really grateful to Kevin for pointing this out, because I did have, like a lot of things, you get into your little routines of, oh yeah, I'm going to use that and I'm going to use this, but you can't really afford to do that as a content creator, because you're supposed to be showing people some fantastic mods, which of course sometimes you rely on your viewers and subscribers to give you the wink and the nod at something that is really... Now that's the point. Where is the best? It's down, isn't it? In fact, have I come... Oh, I can use that little track. Oh, actually I can... No, turn left here is the right way, even though it's a bit of a tight turn. I know I was going to like reconvene with yourselves at the bottom, but I seem to be chattering. But I suppose it's all about valid stuff, though, truthfully, for the Let's Plays and decisions you make. It is true. So sometimes these little side adventures are, you know, necessary too, where you're just apologising and having a chat with the viewers and subscribers yourselves to yeah, fill you in on things and also ask for your opinion, as I have done on quite a lot recently. Yeah, and I do love it when you do share something fantastic with me, like all these different mods. It is amazing. Or just advice. Yeah, I think sometimes people always assume that you know everything as a content creator, which you really don't. You're as human as everybody else, and you've got your... Yeah, you might have a lot of experience with mucking around with stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you know everything about everything. I mean, I have tried to focus on quite a few mods that have got really good cycles, but now the Upgrade Factories mods here, it really does bring a new level to things, which I am quite now that I've looked at it properly and realised that it does do everything now, isn't it? Don't we need to be turning down that one? No, we don't. We need to be going straight on. Ah, that's the back way to the farm, isn't it? It's just trying to put it all together in my head. Yeah, it is. You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything about everything. It's you often have your favourite mods, which I try. That's why I love the sales. It's that way you can't have just your favourites all the time. I mean, we're very fortunate that one of my favourite models of tractors, not my absolute favourite, Fence, dropped, because that is such a beaut. I love driving around with those. The steering ability on them is absolutely tremendous. Now this we do need some turning left, so let's indicate, even though you do struggle to see them on these classes. Yeah, it really is very dim. I know in real life, obviously, well, I don't know, actually some indicators are better than others. They are very tiny on the classes, really, as well. And then they've got that funny frosted type glass as well. Right, okay. Indicate, Mr. Smith, whether you can see it or not. Right, let's see. Can we have this built somewhere? Yeah, I know. I am seriously thinking about asking those car owners to shift. Wink, wink. It does make the most sense for... Oh, no, that's not... I want this one. That's what you need. Now, we can't block any of that area. We can't block that area there because we need to get that. I'm not bothered about blocking these because the chances of us using these are absolutely zilch, really. So, as in, like, if I blocked that bottom one, that would be fine. I would sell it normally, but it won't let you do it. Yeah, it's... Right, anyway. So, what we're doing is under productions, and it is down this end. Now we know, actually, that the back isn't important. We need that. Oh, really? If I put V mode on, does that? Oh, it does. Now let's just see, because obviously we know that this is a game. Could we stick that there? I would imagine, actually, that would be the better way to do it. It's like hover, yeah. Oh no, oh no. Then I'm blocking my way in. Could we do it that way? We have to revert it. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Is it? Is it that? Would it matter if it was there? It's not going to hurt anything there. There is room there. Actually, that is a point for this type of mod. I think we'll do it the other way though. If we're going to do it, it really is not going to hurt if we stick that there. I don't think. Let's just look at the way in and make sure there's enough because there's that obviously there. Is that enough? Is there enough room? I think there is. Truthfully, I can't. Yeah, it's a bit of a hiccup you've got to do, but sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. But let's have a look over there where I said initially, in the corner where it's not blocking anything at all. I like that. Yeah, actually that is not bad at all. If we stick it like that, we're not even blocking. You could even still use that if you were going to do so. So I think if we go... it won't let me go any further back. Right, okay, that's the map, the edge of the map then. Is that going to matter there? I don't think so. Right, fantastic. Okay then, let's go and do something about this. Right, we need to grab our digest. Now this is where proper lorry, like the Phoenix, is a better thing. Let's drop that. I think we need to swap. I think we need to run this back up the top ends and we'll grab the Phoenix, which is its proper job. That way you've not got all this faffing around with reversing in a difficult way. Right, I like this. I'm still not 100% from my whatever it was. I suspect actually it was COVID, if I'm honest. Its symptoms were very much like that, which yeah, I've had it 2 or 3 times at least. I'm sure I have. Right, let's stick you up there. We are going to go and get the Phoenix. And let's do some runs of this new business. Well, we also need some water, which we've got that down here, so we're going to need to fit a tap. Well, there would be one really, wouldn't there? But yeah, we will. Ooh. Can I switch you? Now, let's see if I can figure the beacons out, because I have done this by mistake a few times. I think it's No, okay. I can do it on my side panel, can't I? He says, oh, is my side panel not working? It must be a different one to the normal things for beacons, because, yeah, I don't know how they work as I switch that on, but they have. Anyway, major problem not. I do like the colours on this now, I've changed it. Yes, I've got that new colour mod where you can literally colour things. I think that's a fantastic idea, to actually just be able to change everything's colour. Yeah, I'm quite sure we're going to use that quite a bit for some mods that are stuck in certain colours. Right, so then now this is going to make control a lot better, being able to reverse properly without any swivel axle jobs. Yes, I'm looking forward to using this. It really is fun. I've talked about this now for quite a while. Yeah, the only thing with that multi-production factory was that, right, so we do need a little bit of water, but it is a little bit, so we really need to be sticking the digestate in first. I think I'm not going to do a time lapse like I normally do. Yeah, because it's that, as I say so often, it is that, so you can see that I don't whisk an extra 67 tons of stuff in. I mean, I know we've got enough already, and I know you know that because I've shown you, but yeah, this is me proving that I haven't cheated and that we're only taking our 200 and odd tons of digestate in there. So I'm going to say my words, we are going to time lapse this. Yeah, we're going to stick that in there. Ooh. Well, how are you doing? Oh, no, you're still going nicely. It just must say it every time it passes a vehicle. So, excellent. Just messy on the screen. Right, anyway, yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that's that done. Let's go up to the top and we shall see in the morning. We've got the huge payout from obviously our standard silage, 160 tonnes per day. And we will also have the payout for that. So do I wait? No, we do. The production costs do always happen at 12 o'clock, don't they? The same, or is it? Yeah, no, it is actually 12 o'clock. Right, so let's go up to the top. And we are going to go to sleep while that is just trundling along nicely. I bought 2 of the water things, one for that and one for that. I like the idea. I know a lot of people wander around, but in real life, if it was a small and it was inexpensive, you probably would actually buy one per thing. So yeah, I like to streamline things. So if I have to have 6, I will do, if it makes more sense. Right, anyway, light off and let's go to beddy wise. And 9 o'clock definitely this time of year. Fantastic. Oh, so those production costs aren't ultra expensive. Now the one thing I am going to say, obviously, it quarters what you've got. So yeah, we're not going to have a stupendous amount, but it's different. It is. I don't think it's going to make me much more than if I use what I use normally, which would be the slurry yard. Let's have a quick look over the morning paper and see what we... so that's one of the big ones though, isn't it? We have enough tractors, Mr. Smith. You don't need any more, but that may be useful. Do we need a second one? Let's have a look. Isn't the other one? How big is the other one? Like it's a 30 yard, isn't it? It is 32. That's an extra 20 tons. That is a lot, actually. It makes a big difference if you're using loose. Oh, using loose a lot though, enough to warrant that. Couldn't we do a bit of loose down the bottom, I suppose, and use that fantastic feature that Missy B is that I suppose that actually we could do. Why not? And we will do the silage additive tank. I think that is a definite yes. Yeah, we reinvest in equipment, definitely. Right, so that's the last of that. Now we need to be having a look at our product in the production thing to see how we're doing. Yes, I'm quite excited about this. I've never done this before. 44 tons. Yeah, nearly done with the digestate. That's fantastic. Hang on a minute, is that filling the digestate from, or is that just not quite processed everything? Yeah, basically what I was trying to say was it quarters. So if there's 200 tons, we should end up with 50 odd tons of produce, which means, yeah, if I'd got the Missy B slurry yard, then obviously I think I would be, yeah, I think it's probably still slightly better, the slurry yard, but I don't know if the other ones do. Yeah, and I apologise for my silliness, yeah, of like trying to use a solid fertiliser from Muir. We will, however, probably do that up here as we originally did. I think that's not a bad idea, because that's just another way of doing the same thing, and a thing that I wouldn't normally do. So yeah, I think we should start to do that type of thing. I think it's quite intriguing. Right, so let's have a look. How much is that solid fertiliser worth if we go into selling those? How much would we get? Is it a good time of year? Oh, if I remember rightly, it doesn't fluctuate a lot. I think that's what I said. I say a lot of things though. Solid fertiliser and show 2.9. Yeah, it really is. It's a product you can obviously sell whenever, really, which is quite good. In that case, we are going to see how well we did from that, because this is really cashing in on what I'd normally do for the well, about this time of year. Well, no, November normally I would do those runs. November to January is the best price for slurry at the slurry yard, or digestate at the slurry yard. So let us have a look and let's put that on selling. No, I am going the right way. I am. Trust me. Right, so we want to go from storing to selling. 45 tons at 3,000 odds should give us quite a lot of money. So let's speed time up for the hour. We shall see how things go. see what the hit we get on that. Bearing in mind we'd normally do hundreds of thousands. Oh, I was going to say, it never clicked. That's quite respectable. I'm quite pleased with that. 473,000. So yeah, I would say it's probably on par with. I don't think it's any better or any worse. But if we're going to do the animals up here, which we are soon, do we propagate? Do we help them a bit? Yeah, remember we need to buy an extra 100 tons to cover the fact this. We've got our straw, and didn't we? How much hay did we do? How many bales? Could we start to do some mixing? We have, yeah. If we had to buy a little bit of hay, would I really go mad? Will it see us through the winter? Let's have a look. Let's go down the bottom field quickly. I know I'm doing a lot of map hopping. I usually like to do this off camera now, but I think. Oh, it is third growth stage. Right. When this rain stops, then in that case, it's still going to get up to second growth stage after this. It's got October and November, then I think it grows one last time in November, but then it dies back anyway, so it would literally be one stage off full through the winter, so that's perfect. So I think what we do is this time with our new, do we go loose? I think bales are a far better idea if we're gonna. Yeah, I concur with my thing. I think we've got some bale hay down here. So we're going to fetch the tedder, and we're going to set our mowers going once this rain. Yeah, when is the rain going to start? I tell you what, actually, this is not a bad place. Thinking about it, we've done quite a lot. This is a session. I'm going to do the next session. We're going to do the grass cutting and the hay baling, and we're going to do some TMR mixing with what we've already got at the top. So we can buy our cows, definitely. Yeah, so I'm actually going to say my goodbyes. I shall, yeah, probably record that later though. Then we'll have a bit of fun, definitely. Yeah, because I haven't got any spare Riverside. I tend to post them as I've done them, so that there's no spares. Whereas Rombos, I've still got 2 or 3 episodes to post, and Silver Run, I've still also got 2 or 3 episodes to post. So this is the ones that I need to record and keep up with on Riverside. Anyway, did you really need to know that? And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. As always, I do truly love hearing from you. If you've got anything to say, anything to add, and yeah, it doesn't have to be, just say hello. I really do enjoy hearing from you all, I do. But if anything, especially on the farm side, no, not especially, just anything on the farm side as well. Yeah, if you would like to say anything you think would enhance the Let's Play, or even a better mod than the one I placed, and that's not bad. Maybe there's one with a 50-50 cut where we're not losing quite so much. Yeah, I really would. Let's just save this and do a little bit of a test now to see that ourselves. Yeah, because it's as useful for you. People don't always do this type of thing. I know I don't. Oh, no, this has got plenty of grass on the field, so this might actually stop me doing it. Let's have a look. Productions. Let's do 2 or 3 of those particular types. This is just as much for myself as well, a bit of a learning curve to remind myself. So we've got that one. That is a point. I missed a trick. Yeah, there is the one down the bottom end. I will make sense at some point, honest. I should show you what I'm on about. There is, yeah, that's a point. There is the production revamp one, but I think that was. No, it was not one either. It's that one, yeah, for seeds and solid fertiliser. I think this one does it all. I'm sure it does. Is that the last one? Yeah, there's a seed production one. So watch out. Oh, yeah, I'd like to have a look at that as well. Because that is also brand new to me. It's just nice to look at these other things, and if it doesn't do what you want it to do afterwards, then obviously you can take it out. Let's have a look at these cycles on this. Now you see that's not bad, because that's a like for like. So you're not really losing things. It's bringing in, yeah, like it's 1,000 for 1,000. I like that. That is good. And then you've got that new seeds production, which is, ooh, that is complicated. Oats, corn. That's not. That is actually growing it though. But Gordon Bennett, I'd have to grow everything. No, not because I don't like it. I like the idea you'd have to do your thing. That's going to tie up 5 fields, or I'd have to buy products in. So, no, that's definitely not. But that one's not a bad little sort of thing. And the solid fertiliser is 1,000 for 1,000, so there's no loss. That would actually produce an awful lot more bang for buck than what we're doing now. We wouldn't get that to only 25% loss. But we would need a second product, so we will wait for this. I think we will sell our production later on today, and we'll buy this one going forwards. I'm not going to save the game now because they will be here, and I don't want that. So my money will be back up to what it should be, and we will definitely. That's the point. Do we just speed time up and get rid of this while it's still got a value? Ah. It's actually there. We're going to do it now. Let's. Well, no, because I. Yeah, no, I can't. I'll do it as I come in, I think, or off camera. I'll reload the game and I will do that one thing. Or no, we'll do the next session. I'd like to. I do like you to see me doing these things. I can sell it though. I can do. No, I can't because it's going to muck around with the money because I play those other things. It is like Laurel and Hardy. I agree totally. Yeah. Anyway, I am going to say thank you very much for watching and. Goodbye for now.